Every day, millions of people struggle with stubborn belly fat. They eat right, they exercise, they cut calories, and still nothing changes. But there is one very common pantry ingredient that most people overlook, something that may help calm the surge of insulin after meals and give your body a better chance to burn fat instead of storing it. This is not clickbait, this is real. Today, we are talking about one simple tablespoon of molasses and the extraordinary science behind it that hardly anyone discusses. In this video, you are going to learn exactly how molasses interacts with your body's insulin levels. You will hear what scientific studies actually show about changes in insulin response when molasses is consumed with a meal. You will learn how this may affect your metabolism and support your efforts to reduce belly fat. We will break down complicated research into simple facts that you can use in your everyday life. You will also discover the difference between molasses and regular sugar, why molasses contains nutrients that sugar does not, and why these nutrients may play a role in helping your body handle carbohydrates more effectively. We are going to talk about how molasses may help blunt post-meal blood sugar spikes, something that matters a great deal for anyone struggling with insulin resistance. You will learn what insulin resistance really means, why it is linked to belly fat, and how you can begin to address it with evidence-based lifestyle adjustments, not just quick fixes. We will explain how a tablespoon of molasses fits into this picture and why this simple daily habit might be more powerful than you think. We will also cover what molasses does not do, because it is important to separate useful information from myths and exaggerated claims. I will tell you what the research supports, what remains unclear, and how you can make smarter choices as you pursue your health goals. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of why many people overlook this simple sweet ingredient, how it may influence your body's insulin response, and what this could mean for your belly fat. You will walk away with a practical, science-backed perspective on molasses that most health content never bothers to explain. Stay with us until the end, because we will share key points from real studies. We will unpack the details in a way that is easy to understand and straightforward to apply. You will see how molasses compares with regular sugar and other sweeteners when it comes to blood sugar and insulin. You will hear about hidden mechanisms that most people have never heard of, and you will learn how all of this ties into your overall metabolism, energy levels, and fat storage. We have structured this video so that every minute builds on the last, taking you from basic concepts to actionable insights. You are not just going to listen to a list of claims. You are going to understand the whys behind them. And at the end, you will be equipped with knowledge you can use to make better decisions about your diet and your health journey. So, if you are serious about turning your body into a more efficient fat-burning machine, if you want to understand the science behind diet trends instead of blindly following advice, and if you want to learn about a powerful yet overlooked sweetener that may work differently than plain sugar, then this video is made for you. Thank you for joining us today. We are glad you are here, and we are excited to share this information with you. If you enjoy deep, thoughtful, fact-based health content that cuts through the noise and gives you real understanding, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss future videos that break down scientific information into simple language and practical tips you can apply right away. Let us get started. Molasses is a thick, dark syrup that is created during the process of refining sugarcane or sugar beets. It has a deep, rich color and a distinct, slightly bitter sweetness that sets it apart from regular sugar. Unlike white sugar, molasses is far from empty calories. It contains a variety of essential minerals that the body needs to function properly. Among these nutrients are iron, which supports red blood cell production and energy levels, calcium, which strengthens bones and teeth, magnesium, which is involved in hundreds of enzymatic reactions in the body, and potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and fluid balance. These nutrients are naturally retained in molasses because it is less processed than refined sugar, making it a more nutrient-dense alternative. Despite its health benefits, it is important to remember that molasses still contains sugar, and consuming it in excess can affect blood sugar levels just like other sweeteners. Its unique combination of sweetness and minerals has made it a traditional staple in cooking and baking for centuries, not just for flavor, but also for the subtle nutritional boost it provides. The thickness and richness of molasses make it versatile, whether added to baked goods, stirred into hot drinks, or used as a natural sweetener in recipes that call for more than just plain sugar. Insulin resistance occurs when the cells in your body become less responsive to the hormone insulin, which is responsible for helping your body use sugar from the bloodstream for energy. When your cells do not respond properly, the pancreas has to produce more insulin to keep blood sugar levels within a normal range. Over time, this extra demand can place stress on the pancreas and lead to higher levels of circulating insulin in the body. High insulin is particularly important when it comes to fat storage, because insulin signals the body to store energy, and when levels remain elevated, it can prevent your body from using stored fat for energy. This is one reason why insulin resistance is often associated with stubborn belly fat, which is notoriously difficult to reduce. People with insulin resistance may notice that even with diet and exercise, losing weight, especially around the midsection, becomes much harder. Insulin also influences other aspects of metabolism, including hunger signals and how your body handles carbohydrates, which means resistance can affect energy levels and cravings throughout the day. Understanding how insulin works and what happens when resistance develops is essential for managing blood sugar, supporting fat metabolism, and protecting long-term metabolic health. Research on molasses and insulin shows some intriguing results, particularly when it comes to how the body responds after a meal. Studies indicate that consuming a small amount of filtered molasses before eating can lead to a noticeable reduction in post-meal insulin spikes. This does not mean that molasses is a cure for insulin resistance, but it does suggest that certain compounds in molasses may help slow the rate at which insulin rises in the blood after consuming carbohydrates. By moderating these spikes, molasses can potentially make it easier for the body to manage blood sugar levels more efficiently. Most of the strongest evidence focuses on this post-meal response rather than long-term insulin resistance, which means the benefits are primarily observed immediately after eating rather than as a permanent solution. When insulin spikes are lower, the body is less likely to signal for fat storage, especially around the belly area where excess insulin often encourages fat accumulation. This subtle effect may not be dramatic, but over time, consistently smaller insulin responses could support better metabolic function and improved fat utilization. Molasses also contains minerals and other bioactive compounds that may contribute to these effects, making it a small but potentially meaningful addition to a balanced diet aimed at supporting healthy blood sugar management and fat metabolism. When insulin levels are lower after meals, the body receives a signal that it can start using stored fat for energy rather than constantly storing new fat. High insulin acts like a lock on fat cells, preventing the release of fat to be burned. By reducing these post-meal spikes, molasses may indirectly support the body's natural fat-burning processes. This does not mean molasses directly melts fat on its own, but the subtle regulation of insulin can create a metabolic environment where fat is more accessible as a fuel source. The effect is gradual and works best when combined with balanced nutrition and regular physical activity. Interestingly, some animal studies have explored the impact of molasses extracts on body weight and fat accumulation. In these studies, animals that received molasses extract showed reduced fat gain and lower overall body weight compared to those that did not receive it. While these results are not direct proof in humans, they provide clues about how components in molasses might influence metabolism and fat storage over time. Researchers suggest that the minerals, antioxidants, and naturally occurring compounds in molasses could play a role in modulating energy use and fat accumulation, creating conditions that favor a healthier balance between energy intake and expenditure. These findings make molasses a compelling subject for further investigation in the context of weight management and metabolic health. Molasses is more than just a sweetener. Unlike refined sugar, which is stripped of almost all nutrients during processing, molasses retains a variety of minerals and antioxidants that can support overall health. One of the most notable minerals is iron, which plays a crucial role in the production of red blood cells and the transport of oxygen throughout the body. Adequate iron levels are essential for maintaining energy and preventing fatigue. Molasses also contains calcium, a mineral vital for strong bones and teeth, as well as for proper nerve function and muscle contraction. Magnesium is another key nutrient present in molasses, involved in hundreds of enzymatic reactions, including energy production, muscle function, and nervous system regulation. Potassium, found in significant amounts, helps regulate blood pressure, fluid balance, and muscle function. In addition to these minerals, molasses is rich in antioxidants, compounds that help protect the body from oxidative stress and inflammation. These antioxidants can support metabolic processes, improve cellular function, and contribute to overall well-being. While these nutrients provide important health benefits, it is important to recognize that molasses is not a magic solution for fat loss. Its value lies in offering a nutrient-rich alternative to refined sugar, supporting the body's metabolic health and overall nutritional balance, while also adding flavor and depth to food and beverages. It is important to understand the limitations of molasses and what it cannot do, even though it contains beneficial nutrients. Molasses is not a fat-melting drug, and consuming it will not automatically burn away belly fat or cause rapid weight loss. While it may help moderate insulin spikes after meals, these effects are subtle and work only as part of a broader, consistent approach to diet and lifestyle. Overconsuming molasses can actually be counterproductive because it still contains sugar. Excess sugar intake, even from molasses, can raise blood glucose levels, contribute to weight gain, and potentially worsen insulin resistance over time if not balanced within the overall diet. Molasses also does not provide an instant cure for diabetes or reverse insulin resistance. It can support better blood sugar management when used thoughtfully, but it cannot replace medical treatment, prescribed medications, or necessary lifestyle changes for individuals with metabolic disorders. The benefits of molasses are gradual and supportive rather than dramatic or immediate. It should be viewed as a helpful dietary tool rather than a solution on its own. Recognizing these limitations is essential for using molasses responsibly and for setting realistic expectations about its effects on metabolism, blood sugar, and overall health. Using molasses the right way is essential to gaining any potential benefits without overdoing it. A practical approach is to consume about 1 tablespoon per day, incorporated into breakfast or added to smoothies. This small amount can be enough to provide the nutrients and mild insulin-modulating effects without contributing excessive sugar to your diet. The key is consistency and moderation, not quantity. Adding it to foods that already contain fiber or protein, such as oatmeal, yogurt, or a smoothie with nuts and seeds, may help slow down the absorption of sugar and support more stable blood glucose levels throughout the morning. It is important to keep expectations realistic. Molasses is not a magic solution, and it does not replace other important aspects of a healthy lifestyle. Its effects on post-meal insulin spikes are subtle and supportive, meaning they work best when combined with a balanced diet and regular exercise. Incorporating molasses into a nutrient-rich diet that includes vegetables, whole grains, lean protein, and healthy fats ensures that your body is better equipped to manage blood sugar and use energy efficiently. Small, consistent habits like this, rather than extreme measures, are what produce meaningful, sustainable results over time. By integrating molasses thoughtfully, you can benefit from its nutrients while maintaining overall balance and control over sugar intake. It is important to understand that the effects of molasses on metabolism and insulin response are gradual and subtle. Using a tablespoon a day is not going to produce dramatic changes overnight, and anyone expecting instant results will likely be disappointed. The body's metabolism and fat storage processes operate on a longer timeline, and meaningful improvements come from consistent daily habits rather than single interventions. Even when molasses helps moderate post-meal insulin spikes, the change is small and builds over time, contributing to better blood sugar control and more efficient energy use when combined with a healthy lifestyle. Realistic results also mean recognizing that molasses is only one small part of a broader approach to health. Is nutrient content, including iron, calcium, magnesium, potassium, and antioxidants, supports metabolism and overall well-being, but these benefits accumulate gradually. Patience is key, and consistency matters more than occasional, large doses. Over weeks and months, incorporating molasses thoughtfully into meals can support subtle improvements in insulin management and potentially help the body use stored fat more efficiently. It is also important to pay attention to other lifestyle factors such as diet quality, physical activity, sleep, and stress management, because they all interact with insulin and fat metabolism. When used as part of a consistent, balanced approach, molasses can contribute to long-term improvements without creating unrealistic expectations or relying on quick fixes. Molasses stands out from regular refined sugar because it retains a variety of important nutrients that are lost during the processing of white sugar. Iron, calcium, magnesium, and potassium, along with natural antioxidants, are all present in molasses, giving it a nutritional profile that can support overall health and help maintain proper metabolic functions. These nutrients contribute to energy production, bone strength, nerve function, and fluid balance, which are all essential for the body to perform at its best. While molasses is still a sweetener and contains sugar, its nutrient density makes it a more beneficial choice compared to empty-calorie alternatives. In addition to its nutrient content, molasses may have a subtle effect on how the body handles insulin after meals. By slightly reducing post-meal insulin spikes, molasses can create conditions where the body is better able to access stored fat for energy. This does not mean it will cause rapid fat loss on its own, but over time, these small adjustments can support fat metabolism as part of a balanced diet and healthy lifestyle. It is important to remain realistic about its effects. Molasses is a helpful tool that can complement other dietary and lifestyle habits, but it is not a miracle solution for weight loss or metabolic disorders. Its value lies in supporting gradual improvements and providing additional nutrients, making it a simple but meaningful addition to daily nutrition. Thank you for watching and taking the time to learn about the surprising benefits of molasses. If you found this video helpful and want to continue discovering evidence-based tips to support your health and metabolism, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. By subscribing, you will stay updated with more videos that break down science into simple, practical advice you can use every day. Don't forget to share this video with friends or family who might benefit from these insights. Your support helps us create more content that empowers you to make smarter choices for your health. Stay consistent, stay curious, and we will see you in the next video.